Flosstube, this is Christy, the Fast Forward Stitcher. Today is November 13th. It is a Wednesday. I am recording this morning. There's good lighting. I have done this video, I've lost count how many times in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Something always happened every time. I had to start over again. The lighting was bad. The audio was bad. Something goes wrong every time. Or my son, he's home right now. I got about 2 hours before he has to go to school. So hopefully I don't have to pause. I'm going to try to do all this in one take, and it's going to be a bit of a long one because I'm going to show my WIP pile and my stash here. All these are my WIPs that I hope to stitch sometime within the next 5 years. It's a lot of stuff. I'm sure I can get to most of them within 5 years. So these are kind of already kitted up. I have 3 accordion files. So I have this blue one here that I purchased from the Container Store. And then I have 2 of the black ones here that I purchased from Amazon. The ones from Amazon are cheaper, just in case you're wondering. So this one right here is full of kits. And then the other ones are everything I had to kit up myself. They're either hard copies or PDFs that I had to kit up. But I will get to all that in a minute. First I want to mention again my giveaway. In the description box below will be a link to my giveaway. Pretty much 5, 6, 7 years ago when I started buying stitching supplies, I bought 2 estate sales. They're really good, amazing estate sales. A lot of them were magazines and books and stuff. A lot of the charts from magazines, I carefully cut them out and I put them in plastic sheet protectors, and I put them in binders, and they have been sitting there for the last 5 years because I started buying everything PDFs on either Etsy or Heaven and Earth Designs or something else. So the hard copies are not getting much love from me, and a lot of them are great and amazing charts, and they need to be loved. They need a good loving home, so please consider adopting them. In the description box, I'll send you a link to my Facebook page, my album. It should take you directly to the album. Under the description box, we'll have all the rules and details. I will ship anywhere for free, anywhere in the world. Just click me, please, on whichever charts you want to be considered for. If you're the only person asking for it, you will get it. If there's more than one person, I will do a random drawing. Good luck. With all that being said, I need to take a breath. This is my wonderful stash pile. If you see anything here that's like from a hard copy, the hard copies are here in this black box and the black box below. Those 2 right there. Boom, I can't. There you go. Those 2. If I go to my LNS, or if I buy something from 123stitch.com or something else, I buy the hard copy. I put the hard copies there. I print out the cover and the supply list. So you'll see that in each one of these bags. Yes, these are Ziploc gallon storage bags. I got these at Costco. I have over 30 WIPs right here. I'm not going to get one of those cute bags for each and every single WIP I have. So I'm going to go with these Ziploc bags, and they work fine. Like, they last throughout the whole project. So I print out the first page and the supply list, and I sometimes, if well, first of all, I have a full set of DMC, like this row below right here, this box. In that box there's a full set of DMCs, so if I need any DMCs, I can just pull it from there. If I need anything more than just DMCs, like any chronics or Mill Hill beads, then I have to go to my LNS. And this is my shopping list. So those pages I printed out, the ones I copied, I put them in here. I also like sets. You'll see that in a few items here. If I'm doing seasons, I like to have a whole set or something that represents each season. So right here I have Frost Goddess, and she's going to represent winter. Rose Goddess, which she's going to represent spring. Summer Goddess, and Autumn Goddess. And then all right here is all the shopping list that I need to get, all the supplies that I need to find. Also in here, I haven't removed them yet, but I already purchased all my supply lists for the Brooks Books Princess Dress Up collection. I purchased these about 2 years ago. About a year ago, I purchased the accessory pack for all the princesses. And how that came was each princess got her own pack. And each one's labeled with the princess name and it has everything you need for the princess. It's all the items that are called for in the chart itself. So all the beads, there's even a needle, a bead needle, and the perforated gold paper. I don't know if you can see the whole size of that paper. I haven't really taken a look at the chart in a while, so I don't remember if I'm going to need that whole amount or not. So the other items that I had to go to my LNS to buy were just some threads and memory threads. These, I don't normally keep them on hand in my stash pile. So I put all these lovely things in here. And I got this from Michael's, and as you can see, there's all 12 princesses' names with all their accessory packs and all their specialty threads. And whenever I'm ready to stitch them, all I need to do is pull out the DMCs that I need, and I can go ahead and start stitching them. So that's what this is. Yeah, my originals never leave the house. They're right here. So the originals never, ever, ever leave the house. When I print out the cover, I also, since it's just a copy, I write all my notes on there. Like what fabrics I need, what size of fabric, and any other details like that. Or if I'm changing up the color, I also write on there. And I don't write on the originals. Okay, I guess I'll start with this one here. These are the last hard copies I purchased from Heaven and Earth Designs. And I purchased them as soon as they came out. They are the Harry Potter house press, but they don't use the term Harry Potter, of course. So this is Brave, which is supposed to be Gryffindor. Cunning, which is supposed to be Slytherin. Loyalty, which is Hufflepuff. And I started Ravenclaw because I am a Ravenclaw. I think Ravenclaw is over there by the window on the frame. I've started it 2 or 3 times, and I think I'm going to start it one more time. I'm crazy. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing this to myself. So here is my Disney castle. I believe Cinderella's castle. The castle and the carriage. My husband and I, we had our first kiss at Disneyland. And when he proposed on a Cinderella carriage. So this is something I'm going to stitch for us eventually. Here is Needleworks. It's just a bunch of old needle tools, vintage. Eventually I want to get one of these sewing machines just as decorations. I don't care if it works or not. I just want it as a decoration piece in my craft room, and then put these items around it. I'm having a hard time trying to find one of those sewing machines. Needleworkers welcome. This picture is horrible. It's a copy of the original. The original is in the box. Same thing happened with my patriotic welcome, where the original looks really bad, and I made a copy of the cover and it looks really bad. But once you actually start stitching it, the colors are very bright and vibrant and looks way better than this picture. So I'm very pleased with how the patriotic welcome is coming out. I'm about halfway done with that right now. So this is as far as I got with the welcome. This is going to be a welcome sign I'm going to have in my craft room. The other day. I always want to start this in October, but that's when I usually start working on teachers' gifts. So I haven't had a chance to do any kind of Halloween things. So I'm going to have to start this in the middle of March or something to see if I can have it done in time for Day of the Dead. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, in case you haven't noticed, in case it's not obvious. Yeah, Cloud's Factory Giant Harry Potter. See, I have all my notes on here. I have the fabric right here. I dyed it myself, 5 feet long. I have a Bolt 14 count Ada that I purchased pretty much for this WIP here, and for any other long pieces I might need. So this one, I need to start working on this soon. It's on the list. Everything's on the list. Ravenclaw crest from Addicted to Cross Stitch. I do have the fabric there. I just need to pull them at the threads and start it. This right here is going to be the closest thing I ever get to Fabergé egg. I have it all kitted up, ready to go, and I have all the beads and everything else. I just need to get the fabric. These are just items I want to stitch and have it decorated around my house. My goal is to have my house completely covered in every inch of cross stitch. I think that's doable. The only thing is that we're military, we move around every 3 years. So I don't want to start framing everything and then it breaking or getting lost or something while we move. So my husband hopefully will be retiring in 9 years. So I have 9 years to do these. So I'm not in a hurry to do them now. Well, I'm moving on right along pretty fast. And that's how I store them in this. This is a IKEA Calyx shelves. That's how I store them in there. And then I put one of these on here to make it look pretty. These are 31 file and fold. They're not a box. I know they're just called file and fold. But yes, that's how I store them and make it look prettier. Let's go over here really quick. Okay, so this is a sampler, wedding sampler I'm going to make for my mom. She is getting married in February. So once I am done with all the teacher's gifts, this is my next WIP I need to work on. It's not that big. It shouldn't take me that long to do. It's not full coverage. So hopefully I'll have it done and framed in time to give it to her by mid-February. Her favorite color is purple, so I'm going to swap out all these pinks right here for the flowers and the hearts to a purple color. Okay. Henry VIII and his 6 wives. I grew up my whole life like watching a lot of Elizabeth I and her family and her stories and stuff, either documentaries or movies or shows. And I love the Renaissance dresses. I dressed up as a Renaissance one year for Halloween. So, this is a Russian chart or Russian kits. Love the colors in this. It is all in Russian. I think it's Russian. I don't speak Russian. I don't read Russian, so I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure this is Russian because most of the people who are selling this on Etsy are in Russia. Like when you look up the little where they're from, it says Russia. So I'm assuming that this is Russian. Even all the books, the titles and everything are Russian. My plan is to try to convert all this into Harry Potter or Harry Potter related books. So either have all 7 of the Harry Potter books here, plus the potions book and the charms book, or herbology or something else Harry Potter related, and just kind of switch that up. But I'm loving the colors. If you ever purchased a kit from this company before, they only give you like an inch border of fabric around. I need more than that, especially when I'm using my quantum frames. I need a bigger size fabric. Luckily on hand, I had about 40-inch long white Aida. I was able to swap out with the 14 count Aida that this came with. And it's working much better with my Aida. This is pretty much a quick stitch. Like, I'm surprised I got about that much. I always start in the left corner and I kind of go at a weird diagonal. But yeah, I got quite a bit done in 2 months. I think another few months, if I actually start stitching on it, I can have it done. I have so many WIPs right now. As you can see, I have so many things I want to start stitching, and we'll see when I get around to this. Everything that came in the kit is also in this bag. And that's how you make the shelf look pretty. Okay. So I made a decision to only buy minis from now on from Heaven and Earth Designs. I have about 2-3 dozen Heaven and Earth Designs. I've only started 3, maybe 4. So for now on, if I'm starting a Heaven and Earth Design, it has to be a mini or a quick stitch or something smaller, easier, faster to do, because I don't think I'm gonna live long enough to stitch them all. So this one is Mini Village Bookstore. Where I came from, California, my city, they have a bunch of Victorian homes. They have about 2-3 dozen Victorian homes. There's a bunch of them. You just have to drive around and try to find them all. Some of them are protected by the Historical Society. And yeah, so I always grew up looking at these homes and seeing them, and I love them. I love the designs. I love the vintage. Yeah, I was born in the wrong time. So I'm gonna stitch this. It's a mini. On 18 count, it should be 20 by 25, so still kind of big-ish. Stitchrovia. If you see my other videos, I did the Stitchrovia Wedding Love. So I have another Stitchrovia here. This one is Pancake Recipe. I think Stitchrovia is in the UK, so she uses a European measurements for all this stuff. So I'm going to have to convert it all to cups and teaspoons and tablespoons. That should be fun. This one is by a Russian seller on Etsy. There's 8 of these. I've already done one and I already uploaded the video for that. It took me about 2 weeks to stitch it. I need to get around to stitching the rest. I love it. It's so pretty. I can't wait to do the other ones. It's called Snowballs if you look it up. I think from Russian to English it translates to snowballs, but for us we know it as snow globes. The pedestals down here, I'm not stitching that because of how I plan to finish all these. I'm trying to do more of an orb. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but yeah, I'm gonna put them in a wooden hoop somehow, so I don't need to stitch all this down here. So I'm just doing the circle itself. So for all the dots, the snow, those are supposed to be French knots. I swapped them out for Millhill beads, just white Millhill beads, and I like the way it came out. If you go back to the other video, you can see it, or on my Instagram, I do have pictures of the other piece there. So I need to hurry up and finish stitching these. This is a great haul of Hogwarts. Here's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. This is as far as I got. Just a little corner there. I'm loving the way it came out. I can't wait to finish this. So I want to start doing this after I finish my mom's wedding gift. While I'm stitching her that one stitch piece, But my mom, she's getting married in court in February, but she's having her legal wedding, or her, not her legal one, but her other church ceremony wedding in next summer. So by then, she also wants a quilt, of course. So I'm going to have to make a quilt. So I'm going to have to do all that, and then I can start stitching this. The last time I stitched a king size quilt, I just used squares, 5-inch squares, and put them all together. And that took me about 2 days to do. So I'm assuming my mom's gift might take just as long. It was roughly the same size. She wants a king size, so yeah. Hopefully I can stitch it pretty quick. Okay, so this one, I want to stitch this as a spring decoration for my kitchen. Loving the colors. I got the fabric. I just need to pull the threads. Like I said, I got 9 years to do that. I also got 9 years to do this. Here's another set that I have to have all the seasons. This is Stony Creek's Village. So this is autumn, summer, spring, and winter. I want to put these up somewhere in my house, in the living room, family room, somewhere, and then just swap it out every season. But yeah, I got 9 years to finish it, so I'm not in a hurry for that. Teal & Crafts. Always a tribute to Alan Rickman. He played Professor Snape in Harry Potter. This is Professor Snape's Patronus. It just makes me so sad every time I see it. I want to just stitch that up and put it somewhere in my craft room. This one's Ever After with Drew Barrymore. This was my favorite movie when I was 13, 14 years old. When I saw the other Alan Rickman chart, I was just looking at all the other charts and I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. Bringing back so many memories. Okay, and I do also have these. They're set. The sewing room, cabinet, and kitchen. I think I started stitching this one with the little blue pot there. Yeah. It's a little more intense than I thought it would be. I don't know if it's just because it's an older chart. Yeah, 1988. But yeah, when you look at it like this, it tells you which item is. It's everything's numbered. And then you backstitch a different color for each item. I've never done a chart like this before. And this is how big the chart is. Yeah. I started it, but I was a bit overwhelmed. So I put this back in here for now. And one day I'll get back to it. Okay, here's a freebie. Heaven Earth Designs. Peacock Daisy. I have it all kitted up, ready to go. I only done like one little row, and I'm going to have to frog it and start it over again. I was doing one thread over one, but I don't like the coverage, so I'm going to do 2 threads over one to make it look a little bit better. Doesn't it look better already? Looks so pretty. Normally I would like just flip this one around, but there's stuff there that I need, and I need the pockets there. On the other side there is no pockets, and that side makes it look prettier. Okay, here's another Heaven Earth design I want to start. It's coffee, and macaroons. I plan to do that on 18 count, which will be 26 by 31. I stitch a lot on Aida. I feel comfortable with Aida. I like Aida. And I usually just stay where I'm comfortable at. I never really go too far from that. Here is a Tinkerbell cell. It's a stitch on Facebook. You can't join it anymore. They only had openings a year ago. It's too late to join. But this was a free chart. Every month they come out with a free chart. But this is all I've done so far. And I've only done small corner right there. I have it on a frame over there by the window. I haven't done much on this just because I've been busy starting so many other WIPs. And I have about 5 charts or 5 WIPs that are over there by the window that I've started, but I haven't stitched them yet. And this one, I have the fabric ready to go. I need stitches. And it's I belong to Cross Stitch Nation. I think every cross stitcher should have this chart. Okay. Last but not least, okay, I'm at 26 minutes. I'm doing good. And if you're still watching this, so are you. I love coffee. I have a lot of coffee charts. A lot of them are on my PDFs on my computer, so I haven't started them yet. There's coffee and tea. So they kind of match. My favorite color is blue, so I have blue china plates, and I like the little flowers. Okay, this one here, it's all white Aida, but if you look at all this detailing, I like that, and I think I want to open this up and start stitching it soon just to see how they did this. It looks like it's maybe some of it is one thread and it's a half stitch, but I need to open it and start stitching it and exploring to see what they did and how they did it so that I can apply it to this. Well, you can't really see it here, but this is Stitch Your Own Adventure Harry Potter Stitch Along. I'm gonna scrap this whole thing and start it over using the techniques they use here, and I'm going to adapt that to this. There's supposed to be a bunch of parchment papers here, like one parchment paper here, one parchment here, one parchment here, and then a few more going down. But I'm going to put those half stitches and stuff, I'm going to try to apply that here to make it look a little bit different. One thing I like about the stitch along is no two stitchers is stitching the same thing. Everyone's different. A lot of people change the castle. I already did most of the castle, but I'm going to frog it all and start over again. The owl I'm going to keep the same, except for I'm going to add back stitching to it. And the colors here, it's red, blue, yellow, green. I'm going to change it. I don't like these colors. I'm going to do more of a bright color. This is the one I started stitching, but I don't like the color. I'm going to change that too. So I'm just going to start all over again. Which seems to be okay because everyone else is doing the same thing. Okay. That's this. For this one, I started stitching it a while ago. I wanted to stitch it for my kitchen. But for some reason, I lost total interest in it and I couldn't stitch it anymore. I got frustrated. I don't know why. That's as far as I got. Yeah, like I said before, I want the sewing machine. I can't find it, so I'm just gonna have to settle with this chart for now. It's so pretty. So I love Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is my favorite Disney character. And I have 2 kits here. They're supposed to be sketches like they do for the movies. this kit. I found it in one of the estate sales I purchased. It's a full kit. The Ada, the threads, the charts. Yeah, precious moments. Another coffee and tea chart or kit. I have so many. I love coffee. I'm obsessed with coffee. I got my coffee cup. Can you see it there? I have a thing right here. I can't. Yeah, there it is. So it's like right there. Okay. Almost done. So a while ago, I bought these two charts. This is the plates and tea and cup and saucer. The only chart I was missing, I found it on Stash Unloading. This one here. But if you look at the colors, this one, it's a lot darker than the other two. So I'm going to have to stitch these two first and then figure out what's going on with this one. I know Joan Elliott, these are her designs, or at least that's what her copyright is on them. She says that this company changes her colors, that she's asked them not to change her colors, but they keep changing it. So I might contact her to see what colors they're supposed to be, or if she has like a list, or she can send me a picture of the of just a list of what the colors should be, and I can just kind of convert it myself. Because if I'm going to put all three of them up, I kind of want them to be more matchy. Last but not least, Mickey Mouse. I also found this in the estate sale. Mickey and Minnie. Okay, and I think that was it. Yay! Wow, that was fast. I got all this done under 30 minutes and in one take. That is amazing. I think I'm gonna upload this video. I just uploaded the other video yesterday. I had trouble uploading it on Monday. So this video, I think I'm going to wait a week or two before I upload it. But yeah, if I went too fast on anything, if you have any questions, put it in the comments below. Or you can just message me on Facebook. That might be easier, faster, because sometimes I don't get the notices on YouTube. I think it's me, not YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. So I know how to navigate through Facebook easier, so that's easier for me. So my Facebook page will be in the description box below, so you can just I'll try to put a link on there so you can just click on that and go straight to my Facebook page. Yeah, if you want to see any pictures, Instagram, I haven't really been posting any pictures on there lately, but I need to get that going again. And then yes, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm always feeling forget something. But if I forgot something, let me know. Just put in this, the comments below, and I'll try to get to that next time. Okay. Thanks for watching. Happy stitching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.